Hi everyone, I'm Gabby, and at age 22, I was a trainee teacher placed in a sixth form centre where students would ask me questions like, Miss, what's the difference between a credit card and a debit card? Or, I really want to get into this career, how can I do it? 88% of young people and 94% of employers believe that life skills are at least as important as academic results for young people to be successful. But often, it's not until we leave education and step out into the big wide world that we really start to notice where the gaps in our knowledge lies. There are over 7 million 20-somethings in the UK trying to figure it all out. So I left teaching and launched Talk Twenties, the UK's first peer-to-peer community that focuses on normalising and discussing the highs and lows of early adult life. Think money-saving expert, but with life skills. We have 4 key pillars of content. They are finance and money, career and business, well-being and relationships, and adventure and culture. And in terms of traction, we've built a community of over 30,000 20-somethings, with our MVP being the Talk Twenties podcast, for which we've been nominated for multiple awards. To build this business, which is Gen Z focused, I need a really strong Gen Z team. So I'm joined on this journey by Felix, a fellow podcaster, and our creative producer, Georgia. In terms of revenue, we work with brands in terms of partnerships. So we work with a large UK leading digital bank, who are our main headline sponsor, and lots of other companies who are really focused on building their brand awareness within the Gen Z markets. We've had an acquisition approach already, but we're focused on raising investment to launch our Learn platform in 2023. Thank you very much for listening, and I'd love to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
Judges.
Oh, another person on the stage. I'm going to go first. You talked about how you're going to monetize it. In terms of if it's a platform where there is two-way interaction, how do you moderate the content that other people are posting on there? You said it's peer-to-peer, and I'm quite interested in how you moderate and make sure that stays safe.
Yeah, at this moment in time, it's all about building that community around having this conversation. I think it was early on in my 20s when I really started to realize that not a lot of people talk about this weird phase where we're trying to all figure it out, and everyone's feeling it, but nobody's really talking openly about it. So the podcast allows us to do that, that we host and we bring in experts to talk on that. And there will be some element on the Learn platform we build for the community to have those conversations, but largely it will be delivered content that we produce ourselves with experts and advisors within that they can then engage in and potentially comment and give feedback on in that kind of way. So yeah, that is the plan for the platform.
Thank you very much for a great pitch. It sounds like you've got some great traction, really great content. How does that translate into monetization and financials over the next couple of years? Yeah, absolutely. We're a six-figure business in terms of what we've managed to build through sponsorships over at this moment in time, which is great. And we've done nothing. We had no funding externally. It's been bootstrapped up until this point. It's just been me for the past 2 years, and Felix and Georgia have recently joined for the rebrands. So we're really starting to grow with that, and then we're seeing loads of brands kind of want to reach out and kind of work with us on the next phase, which means that perhaps the likes of PensionBee, for example, would want to work with us on educating 20-somethings on why they need to be paying into a pension in their 20s. Like, that's so important, but how do we communicate that? And we kind of feel that I don't know if we have a relatable approach. I mean, maybe you can talk a bit more about that in terms of how we kind of deliver that content, because we don't want it to feel like school. We don't want it to feel like we're boring people with the information that we provide, but this is important stuff at the same time that is left out of the education system. Thank you.
I feel like this is serendipity, because last night I was talking to one of our customers who said, how do we tell more 20-year-olds about PensionBee? And here we are today.
Yes, solution.
So tell me though, how do you acquire your customers who are within, and are they customers? The individuals that are participating in the content, and how do you acquire businesses like PensionBee?
Yeah. We believe quite strongly that our content should be free to the consumer for the most part. Maybe there's room for like a freemium model, like the Spotify kind of mode, but I think
we don't want to perpetuate the already existing inequalities that we see in the world. And by putting fees on a course or an information about buying your first home, that's only going to make it harder for a young person to buy their first home who is already struggling to get on the ladder. So we believe quite strongly in that. And so, yeah, we don't charge our audience for that, but we really value them because they are data, they are information. That's how we can tell our brands that we work with, this many young people are paying into a pension, this many people aren't, and we can provide that information through the data, and that's how a customer is valuable to us, and then that's how we get that hook in for the brands that we support and work with.
How do you think about sort of beyond kind of content and education? Have you got any aspirations to create product or to go beyond just advice?
Yeah,
I'll take this one. So definitely we feel like in year 2, one of our main focuses is building a learn platform. So the idea is to have an app or similar where 20-somethings can have a hub of information, a hub of knowledge that they can easily turn to when they need advice on career, business, well-being, culture, adventure, everything. Just that hub of information that they can easily turn to.
At the back of it.
Sometimes, I've been a judge myself, sometimes the judges need a break. So if anyone in the audience wants to ask a question, pop your hand up.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm an investor. You talked about the platform being for 20-somethings who haven't worked it out yet. I'm in my 30s and I still haven't worked it out. Can I join?
Absolutely. We want to nail Talk 20s, but then absolutely, this is a mission about life skills. This is we're not taught this stuff in school, and it's really important that we do. So we're just starting with 20-somethings because they're the most obvious ones that are really screaming out for this help at this moment in time. But we hope to take it upwards and also into education once we've really hit the nail on the head with 20-somethings. Yeah.
Talk 20s. Congratulations. Well done, well done. I believe we're standing up here. Congratulations.
Do you want to come up on stage, the co-founder?
Oh, the most important.
Thank you so much. For a second to see
Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Well
Thank you so much. It means the world to have a room of people who have had lots of experience in business and are doing amazing things themselves, validate what we're building. So thank you so much. It really does mean the world, and hopefully, we can help as many 20-somethings as we can through winning something like this. You're probably a better wordsmith than me.
No, can only echo what Gabby said. I mean, what we're doing, it goes beyond the podcast. It goes beyond the Learn platform. What we're trying to do is build a community. So, thank you for believing in us. Yeah.